The United States finally stops fighting with each other so they can agree to raise the debt ceiling. But how does the markets react to that? Also, there's been a mass exodus of crypto exchanges out of Canada, but does that really mean that we can't trust these exchanges? We'll discuss that and more right here today on Pour Over Finance.
Yeas are 314, the nays are 117. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
What's up, guys, and welcome to Pour Over Finance. I am Aaron. Please do me the favor, hit the like button so that this video gets more exposure. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested in this content and would like more of it delivered by me, yours truly. And the notification bell will get you notified of when I am uploading. So, without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get right into what's going on here. As the Senate races to pass the debt ceiling bill ahead of Monday's default deadline. It says here in the article that Senate leaders are imploring their colleagues to move quickly to approve the bill, which has already passed the House, ahead of Monday's deadline, and this would then suspend the debt ceiling, not raise it at this current time, but suspend it. And with that suspension comes limiting of federal spending and averting a catastrophic U.S. government default. So the United States is going to be able to pay its bills. We're not truly raising the debt ceiling just yet, but we are suspending it, so it allows us to take care of things like the government programs. That way we don't default on our bills, things of that nature. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said on Thursday that chamber would stay in session until it sends the bill to Biden, and he urges his colleagues to make the changes in legislation, which would send it back to the House. So as it stands right now, things are in progress. Things are moving. There's a suspension of the debt ceiling. Some spending will be limited in certain areas. Both sides walked away with a bit of loss and gain on each side, getting some of the things they want, some of the things they didn't want, some of the things that they would like to have had to go to the wayside. But at least we've gotten to a place where there's no longer going to be a default. Not that it was going to happen, but all the doom and gloom can go away. At least we could walk away saying that there's going to be some limits on federal spending because the current administration is spending like crazy people. And that is why we constantly are looking at raising the debt ceiling, because the American government is just spending a lot more money than it is making. So that is currently where we are with that, and we'll have to see how things go, how the markets react over time. But just for today, in terms of market reaction, everything's in the green. The NASDAQ is up. The S&P 500 is up. So, and it's not like major. It's not like huge. We're only up by one and almost 1/4%, or a little bit over 1/4% here on the NASDAQ. The S&P just under 1%. Moving over to crypto, we have Bitcoin that really didn't make any kind of movement today, currently trading at 26,909. Large Ethereum here at 1,869. So nothing major is going on in terms of the overall markets, but at least, again, like I said, in terms of catastrophic events financially here in the United States and the rest of the world, because, you know, there is a cascading effect. Whatever happens in the United States kind of moves on to other parts of the world, and we've avoided that. And again, like I said, we truly weren't in a position of defaulting. I don't think we would have ever gotten to a place where our leaders would have just allowed that to happen. But I think this having dragged out as long as it did really was unnecessary. But we get to do this again in approximately 2 years, because in 2025, we'll be right back where we started, and we'll have to see where that takes us. It just never stops. Moving right along from that particular piece of news, I wanted to just discuss what is going on in the crypto world. We have Binance downplaying its Canadian securities investigation after leaving the countries. It says Canada's Ontario Securities Commission opened an investigation into Binance, but the exchange has asked for it to be dropped. And in the article, it says Binance isn't the only crypto firm to find Canada a difficult place to do business. Yesterday, digital assets exchange Bybit said that it was leaving the country, and OKX in March announced that it was pulling out, citing new regulations. Lastly, in the article, it says investigations picked up after the bankruptcy of mega crypto exchange FTX last November. And then if we jump over to this article here, this mentions Bybit, crypto exchange Bybit exits Canada, citing regulatory development. And it goes on to says that they're headquartered in Dubai. Bybit plans to leave Canada while exploring expansion into markets like Kazakhstan. And then it goes on to mention exactly what's going on here. It says the crypto exchange urged its users pretty much to get their funds out by the 30th of, it looks like, July. Let me read exactly what it says here. It says, in a May 30th blog post, Bybit said it would not accept accounts opening applications from Canadians starting the 31st of May, which was yesterday. Current users of the exchange will have until July 31st to make deposits and increase their existing positions before services are phased out, with other positions liquidated after September 30th. Further on in the article, Bybit was the last crypto firm to announce that it would be pulling out of Canada in light of regulations. So the part of this that I don't really understand is that, at least with an exchange like Coinbase and what's going on with Coinbase here in the United States, and Brian Armstrong really pleading to the United States regulators to reconsider what they're doing. My only real question is, can we continue to trust exchanges? Now, if you watch this channel, you know that I don't trust exchanges. I put my money into the exchange. I get the crypto that I'm looking to get, whether it be Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, doesn't matter. Whatever crypto you're interested in, I get it on exchanges, and then I send it right to a wallet. That way, if I were to not even be living in the United States, my crypto is with me. I can on-ramp it to wherever I am in the world, and I can get cash if I need cash, or I can exchange crypto. Whatever I decide to do, I can do it with a cold wallet, not using an exchange. But the thing that I don't understand is all of these different crypto exchanges exiting Canada. You got Bybit, you've got Binance, you've got OKX, you've got another crypto exchange that I never heard of, DYDX. All of these guys just leaving Canada. And I would like to understand why. What exactly is going on? Is it that the laws are so strict that doing business in Canada is just not looking like a possibility for these exchanges? Or is it that they have a problem with compliance? And what is it that they're having a problem with in terms of compliance? Because my personal thought on things was crypto exchanges are looking to come into compliance so that they can continue to do business, so that crypto doesn't get pushed out of these regions. But when I see all of these different companies leaving Canada, I have to question why. What is it that you're doing, or what is it that you don't want to comply with that regulators are introducing? Is it that some of these businesses are shady and they don't want to have to reveal that, so they're leaving areas where they have to reveal what they're doing? It makes me very suspicious to see an exchange just up and leave because of regulations. But again, I would have to get more details as to why. What exactly is going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to that's causing these exchanges to leave? And I can only hope that it's not just that they don't want to comply with regulation. Unless regulation is just so strict that it's just unfair, then I can understand that. But what else is going on that you're running from? That's where my questions come into play. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think. Are you happy to hear that the U.S. debt ceiling has been suspended for the time being? Spending has been reduced a little bit, but there's no defaulting. There's no catastrophic events to expect financially. The markets are nice and healthy. They're in the green. And what do you think about these exchanges that are just deciding to just up and leave? Personally, I like what's going on with Coinbase in terms of them fighting to get regulatory clarity so that they can continue. I truly believe that they're a company that is not looking to just leave. They're looking to do the right things so that they can put a check mark on the crypto industry in the United States. Let me know what you guys think. Go ahead, sound off in the comments below. And like I said, please do me a favor. Hit the like button so the video gets more exposure. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what I'm doing. The notification bell will get you notified of when I'm uploading. I am Aaron. This is Pour Over Finance. And I do want to thank you guys for spending your time with me this evening. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.